could be the board relay final here. So we'll figure out what age group it is. And I believe it is the under 14 and under 15 male board relay final. So we'll find who is in this. It could potentially have already be nearly finishing the first leg. So we could be going into our second board paddler. But once we pan out and see, we will let you know. But the under 14 and 15 male competitors, Harold.
So the final is coming up very, very shortly. So we've got one in the background. That's the 13s, 14s just tucked in behind. Looks like it.
Warilla, it looked like.
It did look Warilla Barrack Point.
Crossed the line first. So that could have been the 13 and 14.
So
we could have just seen the finish. Yeah, I'll get that one up and check for you.
So you bring those up, and I'll run us through the start list here for the under 15 male board relay. So we've got the teams from Coogin Headland, Warilla Barrack Point. Those boys will be pumped after watching that goal from the team below. Northcliffe A, Noosa Heads, Alexandria Headland, North Curl, Maroochydore, Glenelg, Cooks Hill, Ocean Grove. Come on, how good's that? Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Sorrento, Cronulla Team A, Newport A, City of Bunbury, and North Curl rounding out the best 16 board relay teams for the under 15s.
Yeah, the boys look ready to go, but I believe that could have been Warilla Barrack Point if we crossed the line in that background of that footage there. So that was the under 13 and under 14 male board relay. But you can hear the official giving the last instructions. The boys look a little nervous. They're shaking out their arms, shaking out their legs, getting ready to go because it is so important to get away for a good start with that being that first board paddler.
And most of these boys, this is either going to be their last effort for the Aussie titles or they've got 2 to go. So we're leaving nothing to chance. They'll be getting out there nice and early. Kurt loves the first board paddler. So important to get out nice and early.
It really is. It can really set the race up. If you can get a good lead away or just be in that top pack, the 2 paddlers behind you will be very, very happy because you just don't want to be making up too much ground in those last 2 legs and leave it to chance. So it's going to be interesting to see who is putting their best team forward because we have so many incredibly good board paddlers. And we'll see some under 14 competitors and some under 15. So some of the boys will have stepped up an age group and be racing boys that are more experienced, maybe a bit taller, a bit stronger, but they'll hold their own, that's for sure.
And that's one of the things we probably haven't spoken about much about. What teams are selecting? Are we trying to keep the 14s down with the 14s and bringing up a 13 to get the stronger team that way, or are you strong enough to go up? But you need the depth in the club to be able to make those decisions because some guys are just happy to have 3 people there to participate in an event at an Aussie Titles.
Yeah, you really do need that depth. 3 people is a lot still for a team. So it's great to see that we have this many teams in the event. So the boys are underway. They really want to hit that start and make sure they get out of the pack. But we've had a bit of a stack there. 2 people off their boards. So that's not what you want at the start of a final of a board relay when the pace is really on. Coogin Headlands down the bottom there. An incredible starter. We saw that in the board race yesterday. So he's having an absolute flyer again.
And the 3 paddlers they got, Fletcher Burdekin, Jules Lomka and Phoenix Preston, they're going to be really, really tough to beat. Had a great state titles. And I still don't know who actually is the best board paddler. Jules won it yesterday in flat conditions. But I've said Phoenix Preston's names ad nauseum over the season, so too Fletcher Burdekin. So having 3 legends in the same team, we'll see what happens.
That's a really great team there. But I am going to read out the results from the under 13 and under 14 male board relay final that we saw crossing the line in the top of that screen when the boys were getting ready for this race. So in first position was Warilla Barrack Point Orange team. So congratulations, boys. You are our champions. Second was Redhead Blue. Third was Swansea Belmont Team A. Fourth was Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. Fifth was North Burleigh Team A. And sixth was Grange. So congratulations, they were our top 6 in the under 13 and under 14 male board relay. But now we are on to the big boys. The really fast ones, the extra fast ones.
And Grange taking more points down to South Australia. So good to see. But at the moment, looks like we've got Coogin Headland 1, Newport 2, Warilla Barrack Point in 3. First Queensland team or outside of New South Wales, we're looking at Northcliffe there. But again,
Coogin Headland out in front. I did speak to super coach Scotty McCartney this morning from Coogin Headland, and he was so excited about the talent they've got coming through. And I mean, if they can stay all together and keep pushing forward, they're going to be really tough leading into those older age groups. So the boys getting a little stuck around that first can. I think that could be, what cap is that? I believe it's a white and black cap of City of Bunbury. So he's gotten stuck, but the rest have had no trouble there. Coogin still out to an early lead. We've got Marley O'Rourke from Northcliffe. I know him. He's an incredible trainer and doing a great job on the inside there. Marley, well done. Paul Wotherspoon will be very, very happy, coach at BMD Northcliffe. So we've got Alexandra Headlands in there as well and Marilla Barrack Point.
And he's still making the move. So he was around about 5th or 6th on that first can. And then this is where the long work comes in, when you put the hours and hours in. And this is what we're looking at here.
Yeah, look, they've really made a bit of an Indian file line there. It will be interesting to see from a different angle if Coogin has snuck away a bit further, but we just can't see it. So, yeah, we've got Marilla Barrack Point. So Marilla Barrack Point must have a really great training group there, down south there as well, seeing as they won the under 13 and 14 male board relay just moments ago. So this is shaping up to be a great race, very tight. Marley just sitting right there on Coogins' tail there, getting some wash. Fortunately, we can't quite see, but here we go. So our top 4 teams is Coogin, Northcliffe, Alexandra Headlands and Marilla Barrack Point. So it'll be interesting to see if this short break makes a difference.
So the boys up on their knees, pushing nice and strong, and this transition is going to be tough. So we've got that travelator to get up onto that soft sand, and then it's going to be that last leg, sprinting through, trying to protect, maintain any sort of distance from the team behind you.
What I'm just so impressed with is the boys' technique. They are sitting so high. Look how high their hips are, but they're getting their arms in so deep into the water. Really great technique. They've obviously been working on it. I think definitely over the off-season as well, making sure they get that technique right so that when summer comes along, they don't even have to worry about it. It just comes naturally. But look at these little runners coming through as well. If Marley can push down this, get his nose over that, he'll be putting his second board paddler into a great position. But here we go. Coogin Headlands up first. Had a great paddle, led from start to finish. So he'll want to make sure he gets up and around those transition flags, and Kurt's down the beach.
Yeah, like you said, guys, Coogin with a great start here. Proud tradition in the craft arena, that's for sure. They'd love this Australian title. Big transition from Northcliffe. Has them right there. Alex as well. Warilla, well, we just saw them take out the 13s, 14s. Can they do the 14s, 15s double? They're definitely a chance. And with this water now starting to push out a little bit, a couple of backwashes in order, but this wind's really picked up. I'd say it's about 30 plus kilometres now. Hard work going out, but first that can turn around those cans on the way in. First shot at the runners is more likely they're not going to be first home.
Yeah, absolutely, Kurt. That's so right. We can see those flags blowing a lot more than it was this morning, so the boys will have to factor that in. And look, one goes, under that shore break, not over it. So that was very interesting tactics. And look, we've still got Coogin out in front there, but we've got Alexandra Headlands to the left of that pack, and Cooks Hill looks like they've come into the mix.
Cooks Hill's made a strong move there, so they're going to sit in comfortably there in that third spot. Just sit on the wash of Alex Headlands. Marilla Barrack Point tucked in behind from there. But I tell you what, have they taken a wrong line? Looks like they just had to square up a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Because that wind has picked up.
It? Yeah,
if it is that strong 30 kilometres.
Yeah, they might have not really realised that they were getting pushed that way, but it is Indian file now. So we've got Coogin Headland out in 1, Alexandra Headlands in 2, Cooks Hill 3, Marilla Barrack Point holding on to 4th, and Northcliffe in 5th. So you know who I'm cheering for, Harold.
The sport of surf life saving as a whole.
Exactly, as a whole, right? But there is one cap I'm looking out for, but Coogin doing an incredible job out in front there.
Such a good job at the moment. So a board length or so lead at the moment. Looks like a little move has just come on the outside there for Cooks Hill.
Cooks Hill, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, Cooks Hill making his way around, but it is quite a long board paddle now, so they will have to chase those runs as they turn around that last can. But as Kurt said, you want to be turning in first, so you get first chance at it.
All right, so talk us through mentally, what are we thinking about when we get to that first can?
Around that first can, I would definitely be thinking about conserving some energy. If you can find some wash, tuck in, save some energy around that last can, up on your knees and bring it home. There's no stopping you from there.
Turn the brain off, and all it is yes, I can, yes, I can, yes, I can, and go.
Yep. Just absolute rating. So, it looks like Newport's been stuck around that first can then. It's that Ocean Grove and Sorrento coming around now as well, which is great to see. But Coogin has turned for home.
So paddler number 2 in the water at the moment, and look at that, you just see the head bobbling around a little bit there, and now we're up on the knees. Coaches love nothing more than to see, once they hit that last can, get up and go, keep those hips high. High hips means a powerful stroke, long reach.
Yeah, we've got 3 up on their knees, rest are still down, we got another one up, another 2 up, so they've definitely realised that they need to bring the power, and they're doing a great job. And look at the boys go there. They're really starting to stretch out though, aren't they? And this is only the second paddler. We still got 1 to go.
And race is still on at the moment, so we haven't seen too much of a spread at the moment. So we've got a top 6 looking really really strong at the moment, trying to make their way through, just getting past the last lot of those swim cans there.
And here comes Cooks Hill, really narrowing down that lead. So that's a very impressive paddle there. They definitely didn't go in the top 3. So he's had a fantastic paddle, and maybe they've saved their best paddler to the middle and they're looking at a little different tactic, but who knows?
Were they foxing? We never know. So the team of Albert Forbes, Jack Webber and Liam Sidwell is where it's at. Liam Sidwell is one of the biggest guys you'll ever see in the under-15s at the moment. The guy's an absolute man-mountain, can paddle the board really fast. But Coogin still holding on at the moment. Alex on that outside right. So we've seen 2 strong paddlers. Is the third paddler? Who's going to be the strongest of the third paddlers for these teams of 3?
Yeah, I know that the Alexandra Headland crew had a great Queensland state title, so they'll be pushing and see if they can. But look, that lead has now evaporated. Cooks Hill has come up nearly beside that Coogin Headland paddler.
And you said it was a long paddle. These guys are still going. They're still hurting. And look at that. Last few little drives. The little runner coming up from underneath. So Cooks Hill's going to make their way from about 6th into that lead pack here. And I'll tell you what, I think this sprint's going to be pretty quick from Cooks Hill. He's looking fresh and fired up.
And here's Coogin. He's away. He's going to want to do everything he possibly can to give his third paddler the best lead possible. And Kurt's down there in the transition.
Yeah, Coogin still in the box seat here, and it's going to come down. Looks like Phoenix Preston, their last paddler here, about to get tagged. So there we go. Preston goes in. Cooks Hill, what a great second paddle. Warilla there in third, then back to Alex. And it's a fair way back now.
Yeah.
Glenelg looking good, and then just keep your eyes on Northcliffe here, where they go in. 3, 4, 5. They go in 6th spot. And we've seen some of the damage that Kingston Lowe can do. He goes in now. I think for mine, he's one of the best paddlers in this age group, so keep an eye and see if they can get themselves into the medals. But all to be done out in front for Phoenix Preston for Coogin, but looks like Cooks Hill wants a piece of this gold medal action, guys.
Oh, I love the move of Cooks Hill there, sitting up on the inside, sitting right on the shoulder there of Coogin Headlands, but he looks like he wants to take the lead.
Oh, is it going to be a bit of naivety, but being under 15, we should just be sitting back and conserving energy, unless you're just going to burn him the whole way through. And we've seen it many times with these young kids that they don't actually listen to their body. They've done the work. Let's just max it out for 3.5 minutes and we're good.
No, I definitely say go out as hard as you possibly can, because you're going to have that adrenaline running on the way home. This is an Aussie titles final of the board relay, so this is everything on the line for these clubs here. But these two have definitely broken away. We've got Warilla Barrack Point in third now, has gone past Alexandra Headland. So that's been an interesting move there. It looks like Alex is just taking some cover, finding some wash, and will be looking to bring it home after that last can on those Dr. Windswell runs. So I know what Kurt was saying. Kingston Lowe is an incredible board paddler from BMD Northcliffe, so it'd be interesting to see if he can bridge that gap.
So Cooks Hill just getting the right line on that inside there. First one to turn the cans. Coogin going to be sitting comfortably out there at the moment, but it looks as if that race just picked up from Cooks Hill there. Warilla Barrack Point, Alexandra Headlands around in 3rd and 4th, and we just see the rest of the guys come through.
Oh, we've got Swansea coming through there, I believe. Oh, no, that could be Glenelg. My apologies, Glenelg. They look very similar, those caps.
See the flat water specialists.
Yeah, they've been training hard for this. They knew what they were in for coming to Scarborough. So Cooks Hill has made the move. Wow. He wants those runs first.
And you would have seen the girls in the board rescue before, so the message would have went through the chat saying gold for the girls in the board relay, board rescue under 14s, and then the 15 boys have probably stamped their passport in there saying, you know what, let's give us one more.
He looks so strong on his knees there. He's really doing a great job. He wants this one for Cooks Hill. He wants to take that gold medal home to Newcastle and show all of his friends back at home. So he's doing an incredible paddle. I'm really, really impressed by that move. He said, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to leave nothing in the tank. I don't want to leave anything to chance. And I mean, in these conditions, you've got to be out in front.
Yeah, I'm going to call that Jack Webber, because they would have started with Liam Sidwell. Albert Forbes has been a great board paddler for a long while, so Jack Webber doing an unbelievable job there for Cooks Hill. What are we at? Probably a 2 board length lead now at the moment, and he's just pulling away with each of that big, deep, heavy strokes there. Yeah,
the Coogin paddler is still on his stomach, but look at that lead now. He went in behind that Coogin paddler, so fantastic paddling there. It'll see if we can mix things up in the shore break, but from here, it is going to be very hard to catch him.
Yeah, we haven't seen much change at the end, but then that race picked up from Coogin. All that work out past the break they've been doing with Scotty McCartney. It looks like that last little bit of effort coming through there. The strokes are heavy, the strokes are long, and they're trying to move as much water as possible, but Cooks Hill is doing it better than anyone else at the moment. Back up on his knees.
Yeah, what a great team effort there. They've really played it nice and safe. They've been in a great position, and they've really brought it home strong. So it's great to see him there. Look how powerful he is, digging those arms in, getting that momentum forward on that beautiful cracker board. So, yeah, it's great to watch. He's clearly been working very hard.
So hard and not giving up there. Like I said, that rate just picking up, feeling the little wave bubble underneath the board, trying to eke out every single inch and millimetre out of each wave.
We go.
And that's enough. Going to pull in on the back of this wash, and this is going to be it.
Done.
There's a big double slap there. Liam Sidwell smacking his mate on the back, and Cooks Hill is going to take home another board relay Aussie gold medal.
Oh, wow. Look at the emotion there. He is absolutely stoked and so pumped up. Yeah, look, he'll grab that tape, and Cooks Hill will take out the under 14 and 15 male board relay final. It looks to be Coogin Headlands in second place and Warilla Barrack Point in third.
Warilla Barrack Point
great
on the
points for Warilla Barrack Point. And it looks to be Alexandra Headlands coming across the line now and Glenelg.
What an effort.
Fantastic. And here comes BMD Northcliffe. I know how hard those boys have worked, so they'll be a little bit disappointed with that result. But two of those boys, one of them is an under 14, so he's got another year in it.
So good, so good.
And I'm sure there were plenty of other teams with under 14 boys in there, so it's going to be a hotly contested event next year. I'm already excited. But the boys are absolutely wrecked. Look at them. They've given it everything. And that's what we want to see. We don't want to see anything left in the tank.
So Albert Forbes, Jack Webber, Liam Sidwell from Cooks Hill, again bringing home another board relay gold medal to the club of Cooks Hill at the Aussie Championships. They did it a couple of years ago, the ladies up at the Sunshine Coast, and then there must be something in the water of the Hunter region because, again, board paddling from these guys is unbelievable. So, Kurt, you've got the three lads down there victorious.
Oh, huge stuff, guys, huge. Firstly here with Albert, mate, talk us through that anchor leg. You had some work to do and you just nailed it.
Oh, man. I'm gassed.
So you should be. You had the paddle of your life. Cooks Hill saw the girls take out a board rescue there. Now the guys here with a board relay Australian gold medal. Just talk us through. You rode your luck on the way out, just rested off a little bit on the side wash, then you made your move.
Yeah, I made it come around that last apex. There's a bit more chop there, and it paid off brilliantly. So, man, it feels good.
Take a look at this crew behind you. It's a big group, very supportive. It just adds that extra effort, doesn't it, to see that you've got such great support.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, everyone pushes each other at training. Us three boys have been going at branch all year. We've been going at state all year. We came second, third, fourth. And then now Aussies to finally get that gold medal that we've been hunting down for the last 2 years. It's just amazing.
Oh, huge staff. You're Australian champions. What's the first reaction? What does it feel like?
Oh, it feels amazing.
Well, congratulations. Let's get the whole Cooks Hill group in again. They love a party here. Come on down. Hugs all round, and why not? What a victory this has been. They had some work to do, didn't they? Cooks Hill, super, super impressive. Albert Forbes with a huge anchor paddle. And you throw in there as well. Great effort from Jack Webber, Liam Sidwell. And they've turned those minor placings at state titles into gold here at the Aussies, guys.
Kurt, I've got a question. What's up with the little...
The little mascot.
What is that?
We can see it there in the photo. We'll have to find out.
It's a meerkat, I've been told.
Why? What's the story? Something.
I'm pretty sure it's a mail away that you can customise yourself depending on what you want. So mail away meerkats for Cooks Hill is a good luck charm.
There you go.